haunted by a lot of things in my life, and I don't think ghosts have been one of them, honestly. I grew up in my house. My grandmother was always like, "Oh, the ghost is there. Do you see it?" And I'd always be like, "Nobody. Like, I don't see anything. What are you talking about?"
Nobody.
So I've never had a personal interaction with a ghost. However, I still do believe in them. And I will say, the night I believed in them the most was after I saw the first Paranormal Activity in movie theaters. I was petrified. I was like, they're coming for me, you know? So definitely think ghosts are real. How about you? We'll start there and go around the room and just say, do you all think ghosts are real?
I believe in spirits. I don't necessarily believe in ghosts.
What's the difference between a spirit and a ghost?
Ghosts are out to, like, haunt.
A ghost, yeah. Although I will say, my Nana has told me on several occasions, she's like, when I die, and I leave you some money or whatever, you better not squander it. I'm going to come back and haunt you. And I was like, damn. All right.
Would.
So, do some investments or whatever. But, yeah, I believe in spirits. Like, you know, the spirit of, let's say, my Nana could come back and definitely haunt me. Mostly probably in your dreams. I don't know necessarily, like, in IRL, in real life. But, yeah, man, I don't necessarily believe in a ghost.
Oh, come on. Versace, what do you think?
Ghosts are real.
Yes, they are.
They're real, and I've seen.
I've
actually been haunted by a ghost.
When?
Springfield, Massachusetts, when I was a young lad. Constant in my grandmother's house, where my grandmother's lived. I'd constantly see and hear paranormal activity.
Really?
And my grandmother also couldn't attest to this.
Do you have an example?
Just noises and things like that. I mean, nothing like that was too haunting. I didn't actually physically see the man or woman or being. I also believe in demons too.
Oh,
I think demons and energy. And
I was gonna say,
the dark part.
I was gonna say,
We're jumping into it.
and like I think it's too like scenarios of like what could be the afterlife. I'm not very religious, but like I always think like maybe there is a heaven, maybe there's a hell, and then what could purgatory be? Maybe purgatory could be like you're a ghost. Like you're just fucking traveling around the world, and you get to kind of see the world, but not actually like. Your hand goes through stuff, and you can,
I don't know.
Maybe some ghosts can haunt.
I feel like we're just in the void, the black void once we die. Similar to how you don't remember like your first couple days.
Ghost or death are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Black void.
Well, I mean, like they kind of go.
Keep going with the black void.
They go hand in hand.
And in morning stuff.
To be a ghost, you have to have died. So they're kind of go hand.
There is kind of a hand-in-hand thing, but that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. It always confuses me because I'm like, I do believe in ghosts, but do I really in my core? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm with you. I can't.
You know?
I feel like anytime. There was one time I remember like I was saying something like I don't know if I believe in ghosts. Like, you know, asking my cousins because they think that the dog sees some family members that have passed. And I was like, I don't think that's true. And at that moment, the phone rang, and they were like, you know, hey, is Brian there? And we're like, Brian passed away, you know, several years ago. And I was like, nobody's called for him in a while. So I was like, all right, I'm sorry, you know, sorry, Brian, for like, you know, saying that stuff. But I don't know. I feel like there's more like stuff like that, like manifesting than like ghost. I mean, like, I don't think anybody's been running around like in windows and houses.
I don't
and stuff.
think it's
I don't
like
know if
that.
I can buy it.
But my thing now that I'm thinking about it and dissecting it, and you know, a bit more, is I feel like I'm kind of aligning with Shlomo, even though I didn't think so, because we had this spirit medium in this very room, and my grandmother came and like was like connected to like Al. It was like the weirdest thing in the world.
I'm telling you, man, spirits. I believe
I feel like
I think it like this.
Yeah,
yo.
but.
The reason why I say dreams is because I think your spirit, your soul kind of dips your body, and you go
subconscious
into this other realm. Where it is, I don't know, but it's like I've had conversations with people that I know for a fact in this life have died. Like, how does that conversation happen, right?
It's out of your memory, isn't it?
They're new conversation. It's not like I've ever had this conversation before. It would be like new combos. It's insane. But as far as ghosts, like when you think about a ghost. And I will give credit to some animators like Casper the Friendly Ghost is a good attempt at trying to, you know, be lighthearted towards kids. Because ghosts, like James said, when he was a little kid, that shit can be scary as hell. You think of a ghost as just haunting, and like you see sometimes those old pictures and they're like, there's an orb in the picture type shit.
Oh, yeah, the
you ever
orbs.
Seen them shits?
I've seen those, actually. The night when my cousin's friend passed away, and they were at like the post-funeral, like, get together where people are eating and stuff. People were drinking, of course, like Puerto Ricans do to celebrate the dead. And there was like mad orbs in all the pictures, and it was very strange.
Wow.
So it's like, it's weird. You know what I mean? It's kind of strange. You know, that's why it's like, I don't know if it's a spirit thing. I feel like there are spirits that exist, and instead of looking like a Casper the Ghost type of dude, they exist in orb form. At least that's what I think. I don't really know 100% definitively. You know what I mean? But at least that's just my thoughts on it. Do I believe in the demonic side of it, though?
James brought up a whole nother beast.
Well, I mean, if you think about if you believe in angels and ghosts, I feel like you have to believe in the
evil
other stuff. It can't just be like, oh, I have like this nice angel come visit me, but no demons. So that's why I don't know. I feel like this is just, it's all in the mind. It's all what you believe. Like, if you take someone who's like, very religious, they're not going to say that's a ghost. They're going to say it's an angel or a demon. But if you take someone who's not, they're going to say it's a ghost or it's, just a trick of the mind. So, like, I don't particularly ever, now, like, me saying that I don't believe it, I don't ever want to be proven wrong. Like, I don't want to meet a ghost, no doubt, because I'll just never live that down. Like, I'm already bugging out, when I'm high at night and, like, you just hear a noise and you're like, this is it, dude. This is the haunting.
And I've seen videos of people, and they're like, oh, man, like, they're just like, oh, I'm just chilling in my room, and I keep hearing this loud knocking. And you'll see a video of someone's door, like, getting banged on, and they go to open it, and no one's there. And it's like, I don't know if these are doctored or not, but at the end of the day, if that happened to me, I would lose it.
Be done, dude. I would be done. If someone was just knocking and knocking and knocking and then no one.
And then, but why is that? Why is it always like you see like shows like Ghost Hunter and stuff like that, and people that have interactions with ghosts? It's always negative. No one's ever getting like fucked by a ghost, or no one's ever like no one's ever like
negative as well.
Why not? If ghosts can like if some ghosts can like throw things around and like, and I've heard stories of like former lovers, like people have said like they felt an ungodly presence within them, and where it was kind of sexually.
I just googled ghost sex just to see, and the first thing says is a ghost is the perfect quarantine sex partner.
That's true.
Oh, it's because spectrophilia is the sexual attraction to ghosts or sexual arousal.
I was gonna say I've seen videos.
Mirrors.
Yeah, there are women, or no, I shouldn't just say women. It's like men too. I'm assuming, but like I saw this one video in particular of this woman who was like claimed she had had sex with a ghost like hundreds of times.
That's kind of hot, dude.
Brag about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was like, yo,
that does seem like a perfect partner.
I'm good.
Honestly.
Nah, I'm good. I'm all set on that.
What do you mean? You wouldn't?
It's a weird fetishes would be another good topic. We'll
have weird fetishes.
Yeah, we'll have.
That sounds like a Friday topic.
Fetish Friday.
But I'm all set on ghosts. I don't even want to chill with a ghost. I'm like, dog.
You wouldn't want to smoke.
If you
I would
really
chill with a
big
ghost.
joint was an actual joint, and not my Dunkin' Donuts wrapper.
If I had validation that this dude's a good dude. He's not on some fuck shit, and he's like trying to teach me something about the times before I existed. I'd be interested. I'd be a bit intrigued. I can't lie about that. But if they really respected me, they'd be on their own grind doing some other bullshit in the ghost world instead of fucking trying to chill with me. It's like, dog, like, don't you have children to take care of?
What if they're trying to get you hip to something?
I mean, unless that's why I'm saying, unless it's validated, unless it means something real, unless they're doing me a fucking favor or something good. I don't want
selfish, bro. What if they need you to help them do something, like avenge something?
And it's none of my business.
I remember growing up, one of my favorite cartoons was Danny Phantom.
Oh, good
and
one.
I'd actually, for like a good year or two, I convinced my younger sister I had the same powers as Danny Phantom.
That's
where like you can turn into a ghost, and like for a good year, I had her convinced. Like she's like 4 or 5. I'm like, I have the same powers as Danny Phantom.
That's classic.
And she actually believed me.
You actually mentioned a little while ago about Paranormal Activity in Springfield. Do you remember the very first Paranormal Activity movie?
That's what I referenced earlier. I was shook to my core. I was shook to my core, bro.
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, petrifying.
I don't think it would hit as
I saw in
much as
theaters. It wouldn't hit as hard now, but back then it was like the first-person camera and shit had never really been done like that. Obviously, a Blair Witch Project and shit, but really hadn't been done much. Literally, bro, it bundled me. That movie, I was at the crib at night, like shaking in bed. I was so scared.
You say watching in theaters is scary. Imagine watching it illegally on your computer at 3 a.m. alone.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was shook.
So good, bro. I'm so good. Paranormal Activity shook me. So that's why I don't want to, talk shit to any ghosts out there, because if they are listening right now, I'm assuming there has to be at least one
No,
spirit
see,
or
that's the thing. You
ghost.
do talk shit to ghosts, so they actually show themselves. I always sometimes
Well,
when I'm alone, I feel a presence. I'm like, yo, if you're fucking here, like, yo, do something. Like, yeah, because I
I've
want to see
said that
it.
before. I've said that out loud to myself before. Like,
Yeah.
yo, if there's someone here, do something, pussy. I swear to God.
Call him out.
I call him out. I'm like, dog, don't like just lurk over there and be a weirdo. Like, fucking make your actions.
Say
be
what's
known.
up. Yeah.
But then you
No,
send
for
yourself
real.
up for the off chance of something
But,
happens.
yo,
You're just like,
I get
oh.
smacked by a demon, bro. I'd never be the same.
Speaking of
Or
you
dog,
just,
yo,
you
I
just
would
remind me
never
of
be
this
the
is
same.
the end.
By a demon.
Yo.
This is the end where Jonah Hill wakes up. Yeah, so something not so chill happened last night.
So,
Yo, I'd be so mad.
something
Yeah.
not so chill.
Yeah.
Imagine just vibing out, like, imagine, dude, you're like smoking or some shit, just chilling.
All of a sudden you just
and
get
you get
so
like mollywopped by a ghost. I'd be so upset.
They just come in, they start screaming like,
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
like it would
that would
be the
fuck
most
up my whole
uncool
vibe
thing
for the
ever.
rest of my existence.
That's
for
what
my
I'm
rest
saying,
of my life.
bro. Like,
they'd be like, oh,
It would have to be
Seamus never was
provoked.
the same after 2020. After he got his shit rocked by that ghost while ripping the bong. This motherfucker's been angry ever since. I wouldn't like it.
I hate mirrors, like, you know, mirrors that open up and then you close them, like,
If someone's there.
yeah, like, I just won't do it. And then, like, I'm thinking, like, oh, nobody's there, there's no reflection, but then you're like, vampire, so you have to turn around and do that, like, quick. Just
Well,
make
yeah.
sure all monsters are not around.
All monsters and ghouls, goblins. If you're listening to Mass Music Radio right now, run me this fade. I'll fuck anyone up. That's a ghost of the spiritual realm.
What about a ghoul? What's the difference in that?
I don't necessarily
I feel like-
know.
What is a ghoul? Somebody look that up.
What's a
I'm on it.
ghoul to a goblin?
Yeah. Well,
was gonna
ghoul.
say.
it's a trifecta. There's ghouls, ghosts, and goblins.
Let me tell you this. Why do ghosts don't come out in the rain?
I looked up ghoul,
Why?
and this is
It
the
dampens
first
their
picture.
spirits.
I looked up ghoul, and this
Classic.
is what I got a picture
Oh
of.
man.
So I've
I feel
definitely,
like they're more embodied, whereas ghosts are more...
yeah, a ghoul. I've definitely encountered a couple ghouls in Quincy Center in my past.
Here you go.
I'm not
So
afraid.
ghouls are always evil, demonic spirits, whereas goblins are mischievous, ugly, and dwarf-like.
Damn.
So ghosts are just the spirits then.
they didn't have to put
Wow.
the U
But
word.
ghouls are the evil ones.
That makes
Either
sense.
way, however you'd like to be addressed, ghost, demon, ghoul. However, I would fuck you up.
Whichever one you identify
Whichever
with.
one you identify as, exactly.
Yeah, any ghouls.
Everybody
We
do a
don't
picture.
discriminate here, we'll
Before
fuck
I
y'all
whip
up.
your ass, what are your pronouns?
Is there anyone
Ghost,
guys?
goblin, or ghoul.
Guys, is anyone you guys, if you were a ghost right now, you would want to haunt?
Yes.
Define haunt. There's people I
That's what I
definitely would
said.
fuck with.
Yeah,
Just- just to laugh,
who's
like,
number one person you'd fuck with?
Probably my brother David.
Yeah, like
Because
Yeah.
like I would do some funny shit. I would do some weird shit too. Like I'd move shit around, and then like he would wait. He'd be like the boy that cried wolf,
Yeah.
and just to see him try to explain to people like how
Yo, you're horrible for that.
like he woke up and like his bed was on the other side of the room somehow, and like all kind like just rearrange his fucking room in the middle of the night. He's like, I swear to God, I didn't do it. It's like
Yeah.
no one would believe.
I would haunt my brother because he has mad video games. So I just play them.
I think I would
just
just...
like
I just game.
break all
And
his
he'd be like,
records.
oh, someone's fucking going 30-1 on COD and it's not me. And I'd be like, yeah, motherfucker, I got a nuke. But who would you haunt? Versace.
I think I would haunt Mayor Coke.
Oh,
Because Quincy has a Coke problem.
Quincy has a coke
and I would
problem.
haunt him out of office.
Yo.
And put my man Shlomo Bowe in office. And
I was
that'll be my
gonna say.
last good thing I do on this earth.
I like
And,
that.
Fuck
and then
Mayor
after
Coke.
I would ascend to heaven.
Fuck
I love
Mayor
it.
Coke.
That's an epic way to go.
Yeah, it is.
That's an epic way to
Hook
go.
my boy up.
I have to make a movie out of that. How I got to office.
Like James the Ghost.
That'd be fucking awesome.
But yeah, if anybody out there is a ghoul, ghost, and goblin, let us know in the comments. And yeah, if you have any ghost stories, definitely let us know. We'd love to hear them.
Yes.
But until next time, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and don't get haunted. So stay blessed. Peace.
This is Antonio Acquelli.
This is the one and only JQ from the Hills Turn podcast.
This is Jimmy from the Q.
And you're listening to Mass Music Radio.
And you're listening to Mass Music Radio.
Mass Music Radio.